You're live. Alright, so welcome. It's been 2 months since my last beer review. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year's. Sorry if it says it's lagging. I don't know why. I've got full internet. It's not even on Wi-Fi. It's plugged right into the router right over there. Anyway, so Bourbon County Rittenhouse Rye 2019 vintage. Just reading, they got like freaking book on each side of the box here. I didn't even intend to buy this. I was at the liquor store right down the street, and they had a bottle of Funky Buddha maple bacon coffee porter, and it was a 2018 vintage. And I brought it to the counter, and there was no price tag on it. So I said, "How much is this?" And the girl was like, she scanned. She's like, "Oh, 17 something." And I was like, "Can't discount it because it's a 2018 bottle." And it's only a 6.4 ABV beer. The girl's like, "No idea what I'm talking about." And then like this was sitting on the counter right there, and I pick it up and I go, "How much is this one?" I bet this is like 20 something bucks. And she scans it, and it's the exact same price. And I'm like, okay, well, this one is a much better buy, not a 2-year-old, relatively strong porter. Anyway, so I did review a couple other of these Bourbon County ryes. Yeah, I not a huge fan of ABI and all that, but I just don't really have the mental energy to like hate on Budweiser, and all that anymore. If I was still doing the beer reviews and the beer blogs, it'd be a different story. But it's not like I go out and drink Budweiser every day. Hey, Jeff Dutcher is here. Hey, man. It's been about 10 years since I rediscovered your reviews. Glad you did the Aldi. Yeah, that was a fun... Well, some of those beers were fun. Some of them were pretty run-of-the-mill. All right, so Rittenhouse Rye. Man, this beer is strong. 14.5 ABV, bottled in September. I think Darwin reviewed this beer around Christmas, and he said it was probably like the best beer of the year. So I actually asked him if he could come over and review this with me, but he's working tonight, so I get to drink this whole thing by myself. Lovely maroon color coming out of the bottle there. You guys probably can't see it. It's basically the same color as the label or the box. This box, it probably looks... I was going to say it looks probably red on... Yeah, it's like a burgundy kind of color. So, very dark black. I thought it was going to be super dark, like regular Bourbon County. It tends to be like super dark, like Marshall Zukov or something. But this one... Get a lot of fruit on here. Should have cleared my nose out before we... Hang on, let me go off camera here for a sec. Here we go, Flonase. Should have done all this before we started. If anybody's watching, they're going to be like, this dude's taking care of his nose. What the hell? Alright, so. Yeah, big fruity notes on here. In fact, I'd say it's more fruity than it is like roasty or... Well, a lot of that fruity character is... from like the barrel, like in the rye, just the alcohol. 14.5 is pretty strong. A lot of cherry on this. Definitely some vanilla and wood. It's rye whiskey. So, rye, anything rye tends to taste or smell like rye bread. But I'm not really getting anything like that on here. It's not a bready smelling beer, but yeah, just massive dark malt. I am not getting coffee. I'm not getting chocolate. To me, this is just tons of fruit and vanilla, wood. It does not smell like it's going to be super decadently sweet. This seems like it's going to be more, like a spirit or something. So, all right, so I've been rambling way too long. Let's dive in here. Cheers. Yeah. Big, big fruity flavor. Big rye. Well, I'm not enough of a, whiskey connoisseur to really know like the distinct minute differences between like bourbon and rye and Tennessee whiskey and Scotch whiskey and Irish whiskey and all that stuff. So somebody with more refined palate might be able to pick up on that. But I do know a good stout when I taste it. In fact, I wrote a whole book about stouts. Well, half of it I wrote. Yeah. So big barrel aged character on here. Vanilla, vanilla. It's kind of a woodiness. I would, again, same thing with the nose. I would not really say chocolate, and certainly not coffee on this. There certainly is like a kind of a roasty quality to it. But if you're going into this thinking, if you're expecting like that counter, like black coffee or burnt popcorn or just any kind of like massive roast, you're not really getting that on this one. And yes, it is sweet, but what I was saying, like when I was predicting with the nose, I'm like, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be decadent, and I would agree. Um, it is not decadent. It is sweet. I will say that, but like Southern Tier chocolate or something or is what I would consider decadent. To me, this is just just a really good imperial stout. Maybe a really, really faint smoky character on it. Um, but like I said with the nose, just big fruitiness. Definitely a lovely fruit character on there. Kind of reminds me of kind of like in that fruity character you get like on big British beers, like the big old ales and British barley wines and things like that. And I will say it is very smooth, very comfortable. It's not burning my sinuses. It's not. I mean, there's a tiny little bit of warmth in the throat, but it's not like drinking a pepper beer or anything. It is not fire water, Uh, yeah, this is pretty nice. Yeah, nice balance on here. I would love to be able to like pick out some like really more specific malts and hops and things like that, but not really getting it on here. Um, but that whiskey, the rye character, is really nice. The nice vanilla woodiness from the barrel. Alcohol is there, but it's smooth. It's tame, I should say. At least for me. I mean, maybe like a more lightweight drinker, this would just knock them right over. And it's funny because I actually don't really drink as much as I used to. I only I don't even like keep beer in the fridge anymore. I only get like something like this to drink once in a while. Jeff mentions Founder CBS. I think I like Founder CBS better than this because of the coffee and the maple. This is honestly I couldn't really tell you the difference between this and regular Bourbon County. It does have like a little bit of a um, cough syrupy kind of thing to it. But that's probably from the alcohol. Surprising, like the mouthfeel is not. It's not like motor oil. This is. I mean, I'd probably say it's full bodied. Maybe even I'd go as far as to say it's medium full. Is I feel like I've had thicker, stickier beers. Yeah, I mean, it's a good beer. I'm not sure it lives up to the $17 price tag that I paid for it. And I'm not sure I definitely don't agree. I mean, I'll have to watch it when I'm done with this, but I know Darwin was raving about this, and I think he said it was like probably the best beer of 2019 for him. Well, it's only like the second beer I've had this year, so I'd probably say, yeah, it's probably one of the, yeah, so far in 2020, probably the best beer, but it's only February. Yeah, so as far as for rating, let's pour a little bit more in here. Aroma, I would probably go, I think it's a 9, maybe a 10 out of 12. Appearance, nice black. It was clear, no sediment or anything like that. Some foam, but it doesn't really stick. So I think for the style, you could probably get away with giving it a 3. Yeah, so I can kind of go 2 or 3 on appearance. Taste. Yeah, it's good. But I've had better. It's not absolutely blowing me away, and especially, and it should be because I hardly had a drink since like Christmas. I've had like maybe 3 beers in like the last 2 months. I just got this on a whim, and I decided to do it on YouTube just for the heck of it. Only 3 people watching. Yeah, so flavor, if we're grading as imperial stout and also as special wood aged beer, I think 14, maybe 15 tops. So we're up to, I don't know, like 25. Mouthfeel seems a tad thinner than it should be, but I would kind of give it a bonus point because it is very smooth. It's very drinkable. It's very comfortable. And for 14.5, no burning, rubbing alcohol sensation or anything like that. I mean, yeah, there's a warming sensation to it, but it's gentle and smooth, very comfortable. So I might go the full 5 out of 5 on mouthfeel, maybe 4 out of 5. So that puts us about 29-30, and then overall, I honestly couldn't go higher than 9. In fact, even 9 seems a little high. It's either 8 or a 9. So to me, this is somewhere between 37 and 39 beer. So to me, this is like a B plus. Yeah, it's definitely 2 spec, but it's not. You gotta hit 40 or higher, like to like really knock my socks off, and like this isn't doing anything that I haven't already had. And with the fancy packaging and the high price tag and just the hype in general, you go into this with an expectation of, this is going to be super high quality. I mean, as far as, mechanical quality, yeah, it's a really well brewed, and and especially the blending and the aging with the barrels and everything like that is a total art and science to it. So good job on the brewers for that. The final product is good. It's just not amazing. So like I'm saying, I think it's like a B plus beer. I'm gonna say 38, 39 tops. Just really couldn't go any higher than that. Nice to drink. I mean, it's nice that I got to try it, but I don't know. I think I got a little hose on the price there. Would have been nice if I could have split this with somebody. Yeah, if only paid like $8 or $9 for this instead of the full 17 plus tax and all that. Yeah, that would be a little bit better. All right, so Jeff is the only person who's commenting. Bell Expedition Stout used to be my favorite. Yeah, I mean I haven't had that one in a while, or did I? I can't remember. And that's a good example because this kind of reminds me of like a Bell's Expedition or a Marshall Zukos, but like with that barrel aging. It's certainly better than anything that you get from, what's that, Kentucky Distilling or whatever, Lexington Brewing, where they just, those beers are nasty. So just because age imperial stout or like any beer for that matter in whiskey or spirit barrels doesn't automatically make it good. So yeah, this thing, it's very cloying. I really want to drink a water after each sip. So how long have we been going? Oh wow, almost 16 minutes. All right, well, if you watch all the way to the end, you are awesome. I'm not sure when the next beer review is going to be, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.